This book,
Sorry, yeah, go on.
I've got to click that I've got it. Walter Zev Bellman writes in his book, Klezmer, Music, History, and Memory. This was in fact one of the few songs that was sung by all at the wedding. It was immensely popular and was often heard on Yiddish radio. Numerous recordings were made of it with many versions. I see things like that happening at weddings now, where the family joins in like that.
My family sang this all the time. My mother sang this all the time. It's a beautiful song.
I think Manuel Miranda had something like this too.
Okay, Anne, will you continue? Anne?
Okay, you want me to read from the top here? This recording was made by Ruth Rubin, and we have heard other recordings by her. She was one of those musicologists who continued in Canada and the United States the folklore research that had begun in Europe before World War II. She recorded songs by Holocaust survivors. Her recordings are housed in the YIVO in New York. Her book, Voices of a People, The Story of Yiddish Folk Song, is a treasury of every kind of song imaginable with scholarly commentary.
Okay, so let's start reading the Yiddish. Arlene?
Okay, Gomer zich iber beten. Let us make up. Stel them samovar. Stel means put on. Put
Yes.
on the samovar, put on the same. Place it. Lomer sich iber beten. Sei nicht kein Narr. Let's make up. Don't be foolish. Lomer sich iber beten. Sei nicht kein Narr. Let's make up. Don't be foolish.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Judy?
Okay. Lomer sich überbetten. Was stehst du bei der Tier? Was stehst du bei der Tier? So let's make up. Why are you standing by the door? Why are you standing by the door? Lomer sich überbetten. Kommt rein zu mir. Let's.
Yeah. Judy? Judy, what happened? Where is she?
I don't see her either. Here,
Yeah.
now she just came back on.
Oh.
Was that me? Did everybody have that same problem?
We just didn't see you anymore. So
Yeah,
okay.
it was like all of a sudden I was gone. Did you? Was I finished before that happened?
Yeah, no. So Lomer sich überbeten.
Lomer sich überbetten, komm rein zu mir. Lomer sich überbetten, komm rein zu mir. So let's make up, come to me, come over to me.
Yes.
Let's make up, come over to me. I remember my grandmother singing this song.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Henrietta, can you go on?
Everybody.
Langer sich überbeten. Was stehst du bei meinem Fenster? Was stehst du bei meinem Fenster? Langer sich überbeten, ist bei mir der Schönste. Langer sich überbeten, ist mir der Schönste. So let's make up. And why are you standing by the window? And why are you standing by the window? By my window? Let's make up. He is to me the very handsomest. Let us make up. He is to me the very handsomest.
Okay. Okay, Anita?
Mina, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Wait
Just a
You
moment,
need to go
Anita.
back.
Leah will
Okay.
ask and then you read. Leah.
Okay, vos. We never said vos. We used to say far vos.
You don't need the far. You can also
You
say
don't need the far? Okay,
No.
I don't know where that came from, but that's what we used to use.
It's
Yeah, we also
understood.
use it sometimes.
Parvos is
Understood.
why.
Vos favos.
Far vos is why.
Mhm.
Okay.
Anita?
Yes. Lommer sich überwetten, Käuf vor Maranzen, Käuf vor Maranzen. Lommer sich überwetten, lommer sich gehen tanzen. Lommer sich überwetten, lommer gehen tanzen. So let's make up. Let's make up Käufe for Maranzen is apples.
Oranges.
Oranges. Oranges.
Oranges. Käufe for a couple oranges. Let's make up and let's go dancing. Let's make up and let's go dancing.
Okay.
Dance.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Okay. Good. Okay. Let's listen to it once again, okay?
Lass mir sich bewegen, stell dem Samawar, lass mir sich bewegen, sei je nicht genar, lass mir sich bewegen, sei je nicht genar, lass mir sich bewegen, wo stehst du bei der Tür, wo stehst du bei der Tür, lass mir sich bewegen, komm rein zu mir, lass mir sich bewegen, komm rein zu mir. Lass mir sich bebeten, wo stehst du bei mein Fenster, wo stehst du bei mein Fenster, lass mir sich bebeten, du bist bei mir der Schönste, lass mir sich bebeten, du bist bei mir der Schönste, lass mir sich bebeten, kauf ein paar Maranzen, lass mir sich bebeten, lass mir gehen tanzen, lass mir sich bebeten, lass mir gehen tanzen. Lass mir sich bebeten, lass mir nicht sein wie Gärem, lass mir nicht sein wie Gärem, lass mir sich bebeten, lass mir sein Chaverim, lass mir sich bebeten, lass mir sein Chaverim.
Okay, I see that Michael did not put the last.
Didn't change any of it.
Yeah, well, okay, anyone wants to add anything to the song, say anything about the song? Steve?
Ja, ich habe eine Frage. Wenn men sagen paar Maranzen, ist es ständig zwei oder etliche?
It's like a couple of oranges. It doesn't have to be two.
It's a few, like a
Yeah,
few.
like you could say a po yotzerik a couple of years ago.
A few years, yeah, few.
Okay, Steve?
Yep.
Okay, Rochale?
Shalom Aleichem. Ich habe geklart ein bisschen auf das Wort Geirim, weil Geirim, das ist ein Mensch, was ist geworden ein Jid. Es ist geschrieben, als man darf sein freundlich zu dem Geir in der Reinnehmen. Und du, mir nicht, du, lass mir sein strangers. Also, also ich will etwas unbedingt sein. Ich meine, es ist ein interessantes Wort, das ist da reingegangen, ich klärt, ich verstehe das gut, bin verkehrt.
Efter haben sie gehabt zwischen sie Chassene, Cousines und Brüder und Schwestern, das haben nicht gerecht, eins zu der andere. Und sie haben gespielt das, als wir sollen kommen zusammen und sein freundlich.
Ja, oder verwusst ein nützende Wort, Geirim, das frage ich.
Gehen?
Geirim.
Gehen. It's Lomir nicht sein wie gehen. Let us not be like the gehen. That's what she's asking. Why is it let us not be like the gehen?
Anyone has an answer? Morty? Morty.
Ja, ich glaube, dass das Wort, was Rochel meint, ist nicht gehen. Sie sagt gehen, nicht gehen. Gehen. Ich glaube, sie hat es nicht sehr
Nicht dann go, like going?
No, gehen. To go.
To go?
Again.
Rafael, I think that Rafael does not agree. Rafael, what do you think? I see that he's doing like this. So
yeah, I think it's quite clear that she's saying Lomer nicht sein wie gerem, and the question why that word. And I think the answer you can find in all of the verses. The poet is struggling to find good words to rhyme with, in this case, chaverim. Now, how many words can you find that are going to rhyme with chaverim? Samovar, it's not an obvious thing, but it does rhyme with Zaija Nishke Nar. Maransen, what other word are you going to find that rhymes with Tansen? So I think the point was the final line, and found something or other that might rhyme, whether it works well or not.
On the other hand, there are so many versions of the song, and there is a version, I don't remember if it's Theodore Vinkl or someone where there is a line, Lomer nicht sein wie Goyim, and then it's Lomer schreiben Neuem. So,
okay, so it just up to the rhymes. Okay, Golda? You're muted, Golda, so.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Als ich habe es gehört, lass mir nicht sein wie Goyim, schreien.
Right, I think it's Theodore Vinkl, I don't know.
Als ich bin gewesen ein Kind, ich habe ständig gehört, als alle sind zurückgekommen, ich will es ist nicht gewesen, ein Chassene, haben sie falsche bis zu Bräuges, ich weiß doch nicht, was. Und dann haben wir das gesungen, habe ich sich geärgert, was sind die Jeden ständig Bräuges?
Because they say when you have two Jews, you get three opinions.
Okay, that's good. Marsha?
Derselbe Sache, when Golden and I were putting on the song for the Yiddish culture, we both talked zusammen and we decided to take out the word Goyim. We didn't put it in. It was in the song Goyim. Yes.
Okay, well, we learned there's something today. Okay, any more comments before we are going to do the story? No. Okay, Myra, can you do the story? Someone was speaking, just a moment.
I started to say many people made up their own little verses. And I sang it many years ago with other little verses. Some of those the same and others. I don't remember them anymore.
Okay, Myra, we are page 106, second paragraph from the end.
Can I just,
yes.
My father told me, he's from Bilki, from a little tiny town. And musicians used to go from town to weddings and make a couple of kopek. And what they would do is they would ask people personal things, not personal, but, you know, names of people, little anecdotes and things like that. And they would take these songs and they would sing them, and they would put the names of people in the town in them. They would change the lyrics to make it, you know, about the town, about Bilki rather than about Helm, you know. And you see that actually in Romania. There's a section where he talks about Moshe does this and this other guy does that, and that's kind of how it works, you know. So a lot of these songs have so many permutations because of things like that.
I just wanted to say, ich hab gehört, a Tante, sie hat gekannt machen Grammen, und sie hat auch gefragt dir dein Namen, a paar Sachen von dein Leben, und bald gekannt machen a Lied von das. We used to call, she was a rap artist, she was just fabulous in making poetry right on the spot with a few of your information, a little bit of your information. My father's family were, a lot of them were poets, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Cookie. Rochale? Rochale?
Yeah. Hi. I want to share the same experience with my Tate. Wat gefleckt zoeken of hem wat gaat a gram, was hat gaat a tam.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go back to.
I was going to say that he could speak for a whole hour as long as you can hang in with him, and non-stop rhymes in Yiddish. My husband always says that he could be, like she said, a natural rapper today in Yiddish.
Okay, did you record him?
Unfortunately, I thought about it, but it was almost too late. I have a little bit, not as I should have. Yeah. It was part of my daily life. I never thought about it. Like, you need to mature a little bit to understand the uniqueness of things. And
okay, we are back to Hannah Merke. Guys, we are back to Hannah Merke von The Fish. Sie hat sich gechavert mit Rubinstein, was hat gesammelt ihre Wörter, ihre Shelter. Aber hat weggegangen zu anderen Plätzen, sichern andere Sachen von Folklore, und sie bängt noch ihm. Aber ihre Chavete, die Papagale, sie hat einen Plan für Hannah Merke, also sie soll nicht sein, also, how do you say depressed?
Umetig,
ja, das ist gut. Also, als Cyril hat eingerät Hannah Merke. Karen, will you start?
Yes. Cyril hat eingerät Hannah Merke nicht mehr und nicht weniger. Sie soll weggehen in Institut und sie vorlegen, nehmen bei ihr Folklore. Cyril persuaded Hannah Merklin more or less to go to the Institute and offer them her folklore. Alt was Rubinstein hat gebracht, ist doch gewesen von ihr. Everything that Rubinstein brought to Yivo was from her, von Hannah Merken. Is ot vet sie allein bringen die Scheure und soll Rubinstein wegplatzen. Kein besserer Nekoma is auf ihm nito. Everything is Otvet Zielon. She herself brought the material, and I think that everything that Rubinstein brought came from her, and Rubinstein should burst.
So just a moment. Everything that he brought was from her, from Hannah Merke. So the plan is that she herself will bring the schoire, will bring whatever she has, and Rubinstein should platz.
Yes, and thank you. A better revenge, you can't have better revenge than that.
Okay, go on, read a bit more.
Hannah Merke hat nicht getracht wegen Nekoma. Hannah Merke didn't think about revenge. Es hat ihr gut getracht, das Herz of Rubinstein. Yes, it's true that she suffered from in her heart due to Rubinstein. Was hat der Lust sich zugewöhnen zu ihm und inmitten genommen und verließ die Stadt. He allowed her to get used to him, and then in the middle of it, he abandoned the city. Hannah Merke hat gemacht dem Ausführ. Hannah Merke concluded as.
Myra, would you get it out? Will you get it to the next page? Thank you.
As sie ist ihm Hoshit nicht gefallen geworden. She concluded that she simply did not appeal to him. He didn't care for her. Efsher is ihm der Yichus nicht angestanden. Perhaps her ancestry, her lineage, was not suitable to him. Was do zu reden wegen Nekoma? What is that to have revenge about?
Okay, thank you, Karen. Beverly, will you go on?
Yes, but the word earlier, gebrennt, I think there was a word gebrennt, that meant she really liked him, I think. The word gebrennt.
Where do you see the gebrennt?
Can
you go to
the next? Yeah. Go ahead. I think. Okay, stop. The third line from the bottom. Ihr gut gebrennt.
Dem Arzt.
Yeah, so her heart was burning like fire, right?
I think that she was mad at him.
Okay.
Yearned for him.
Sorry, Golda.
Could be.
I think she yearned for him.
That's what I think. Burning, the bread, fire. Her heart was burning for him. For Rubinstein. Okay, whatever.
Okay,
tell me where it's.
Okay, Hannah Merke.
Hannah Merke is a rein in Cup Seals plan zu lieb Gore under Siva. So she got her head into her friend Cyril's plan because of what's Siva?
Excuse.
Oh, because of another excuse.
Another excuse.
Oh, thank you. In Mashiach?
Meshech.
Oh, Meshach. What is Meshach?
During, duration.
Oh, in Meshach von die paar Chadoshim, was sie is given mit dem Folklorist. For the duration of the few months that she was with the folklorist, she means Rubenstein, right?
Yes.
Hat sie sich a bissel angesteckt mit der Folklore-Krankheit. Oh, so she took up the folklore sickness of loving folklore. Oh, that's beautiful. To the first, hat sie gequetscht, she mit die Achseln. She, how would you say gequetscht? She squeezed?
Complained?
She shrugged her
no.
shoulders.
It's not complaint?
She shrugged her shoulders.
Oh, she shrugged her shoulders. Oh, wow.
What's the word?
Shrugged her shoulders.
To shrug.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's interesting. To was darf men das? What do we need it for? Aber bisslichweise, slowly but surely, bisslichweise, slowly but surely, hat sie angehoben verstehen. So she started understanding as
Right.
Taka, as really that. Spellen vergessen wären alle Klaus. So people are going to forget about all these curses if we don't write it down. Alle Zidlereien. What is that?
Invectives.
Insults.
Invectives.
Oh, invectives. Klaus curses. Die spitzige Wertlech, these Zogechen, these specific little words, these sayings, right? Sayings.
Sharp. Spitzig is more like prickly.
Oh, these prickly, sharp words, these sayings. In Jochen Arum.
Can you repeat that, please?
What is Zochketzen?
Can
hold on 1
repeat?
second.
Can you repeat the translation of the sentence if you can?
Die Spitzige from this.
Okay, the spitzige Wertlach, the specific words.
Oh,
No.
sharp.
Oh,
Sharp.
sharp.
Or prickly.
Printed.
Spitzig is sharp. The sharp words and the say Zogechsen would be sayings, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Zogen. Is that okay, Louisa?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
In Jochen Arum, Vetman Mainen, and years later we will, oh, I have to read the rest.
Mean.
We will mean, no, wait, let's finish the sentence.
We will mean.
As das Leben in Vilna is gegangen auf Trucken. In years later, they'll think. Mainen is think, right?
Yes. Yes.
They'll think that the life in Vilna, what's Trucken?
Dry.
Dry.
Oh, was dry. I see.
Humorless.
Was dry. As on a Witz, without a joke. On a Stech Bertel, without a word. Stech is what?
A sharp word.
Oh, sharp. That's right. Without a
Wait,
sharp
what
word.
is that? What is
What?
Steinwertel?
Stechwörter.
Stech. You know, stech
What
is
is
to
stem?
Hit me
stab.
right in your heart.
To stab or to poke.
Right.
Right.
Oh.
Or to with a needle, using
Right.
with a
Into your heart. Wie es wollt, gar nicht gewinn in Vilna kein Heuches?
What is this?
Koiches.
I don't know.
Koiches is strength.
Strength.
No.
Koichem, isn't it strength?
Strength.
Strength.
Alle koiches.
No, it's a
Okay.
bit. It's a bit.
Okay. Morty.
Oi, sorry.
Morty, you want to translate it?
Well, I had this as koyeches, but it's old clothes.
No, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think so.
It looks like
Rafael?
Harkavi says that a choiche is a deceiver or a cheater.
Aha.
This makes
Because
more
it's not
sense.
cut.
It's
It's not a cut, it's a cut.
choiche, not koyach, but
Correct.
Oh,
choiche.
I see.
Oh, yes,
No,
okay.
Not a cup, yeah.
Okay,
So
this
they-
makes more sense. Okay,
So
Beverly,
they
go.
thought that in those days.
Entschuldig mir, eine Sekunde. Choiche kann sein zum Chucha v'hitlula.
No, Chucha ve'Itlula, it's written differently.
Das ein bisschen klingt mir in der Ohren so. Chucha ve'Itlula, so ein Balagan.
Yeah, but it's written differently.
I know.
Yeah, so.
We don't care. Okay, where are we? So they felt that there wouldn't be that.
So what do
Die
you
was schleppen.
Okay, let her read.
No, Louisa has a question.
What is Koiches then?
Okay, Rafael again.
Good question.
I think from context, it's about to be described actually in the next phrase.
Right.
I think it's something like a tout in this context. But it's a person who has a fairly disagreeable occupation.
A huckster.
Okay,
That's what I think. Right.
Morty?
Yeah, Bochner says it's an old rags dealer or a trickster. Something like what we would say today about the used car dealer type person.
Okay, so a trickster.
That makes sense. Die schleppen Kunden von Gas in die Krammen. Oh, those people that carry, what's Kunden?
Customers.
Oh, customers. Oh, those people that take customers from the street. Von Gas and the stores.
Into the stores.
Into the stores. Yeah, von Gas in. Yeah, okay, in the stores. Other kein oranges. Oh yeah, bro.
Okay, I know what we will do, Beverly. I know what we will do. Rafael, can you read? Can you read
please
it?
read these hard words.
Yeah.
Bobernitzes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other came Bobasnitzes, or that they would say that there were no sellers of beans. A cooked bean seller. It's the feminine form of Bobasnik, of course. Welche verkaufen gekochte Bobas. Those who sell cooked beans. Mit a Vinkl, with a joke. Or mit a nigger.
Vinkl is a word.
Wort is a word. A Vinkl is a joke.
Oh, I thought it was a word.
Wort is a word. Vinkl is a joke.
A Witz, I thought, is a joke.
Oh, you had a Vinkl. Okay, go on. There can be two words for the same thing.
Right.
And mit a nigger, and with a melody. See, there's another word. You could have said melodia. Other afila the Fischhändlerkes, or even the women who were selling fish from Zarecher Mark, from the market in Zarech. Arum and Arum is doch gaan Amerika nit gewen kein Poyerte van Dorf. Arum and Arum altogether, I would say. Gaan Amerika was not just a peasant woman coming from the nearby village. Often sellers would be selling produce from the local villages, and these would often be poyertes.
It was a farmer's market.
Exactly. But she wasn't one of them.
He left. He was here with you know, he's always with.
Leah, you're not muted. Okay. Wienet hat sie bei Wissen durchgehen a paar Klassen in der Volksschule vermittelt, a Phänomen von Dwyer Kupperstein. So this Wienet, I'm not sure how to translate.
In any case.
In any case, okay.
In any case.
That works well. She had managed to go through a few classes in the Volksschule for women, a Volksschule named after Dwyer Kupperstein. Der Lehrer Gershon Pludermacher hat ihr zugewohnt, halten a Feder in Hand. Teacher, Gershon Pludermacher, had accustomed her to hold a pen in hand. Der Folklorist Rubinstein hat abgekratzt a bissele von ihr, die Vergräbtkeit, the folklorist Rubinstein had scratched off a little bit of her Vergräbtkeit.
Vulgarity.
Morty, what do you say for that one?
Vulgarity.
Vulgarity, great word, yes. Was es nimmt auf sich a Fischhändlerke, the sort of vulgarity that a fish handler woman takes upon herself. Weil das Stickel Brot fordert das, because in order to sell things, she really needs that. The idea is that a fish handler is just known for having a loud mouth, and so literally that, because that bit of bread requires it. In other words, her income requires that she have that sort of vulgarity. Ich schon heraus a Stickel Bliask von der Schol und von der Pludermachers Knellung. So there was a little bit of the, let's see, Bliask is like shine.
Luster.
Luster, that's
bright,
a good one.
Yeah, it can also be just a bright light. So a little bit of the brightness of Schol, and from her teacher's, Knellung is teaching, was already arois. I guess that means visible here. So she was both vergräbt and cultured.
Okay, thank you, Rafael. That was a difficult one. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was the word for excuse that you said?
Oh, that word siba actually means reason.
I thought the word for excuse was teretz. As man macht that teretz.
There's all sorts of words for excuse, but here actually siba just means reason.
Reason, yeah, but Cookie,
Yeah.
a language, if it's a rich language, it has more than one word for something. So.
Ich verstehe, but I realize that meine Eltern gerettete Kinder, verstehst du, haben sie nicht gerett tiefe Werte. Sie haben nicht gewähnt, also they weren't so educated. I don't know if they were educated in Yiddish, in Europe, I don't know. So teretz was the word we used for Haschon Anacha. Ananda teretz, I used to hear. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
teretz is an excuse, whereas a siba is a reason. Teretz has a pejorative sense. Oh, it's another excuse.
Yeah.
Whereas a siba can be a reason for doing something.
I see. Okay, I shame them.
Sure.
Okay, Morty, you're still raising your hand, or it was left
Yes,
from?
yes.
Yeah.
No. I just wanted to go back for a moment to
Okay.
this word Vergräbtkeit, which may be unusual for most of us, but we may think of the way we say in Yiddish, a grober yid.
Right.
And this word Vergräbtkeit comes from the root grob, which
Right.
means, of course, it means fat, but it also means a proster mensch. Somebody somebody who is very low class.
Yeah.
Somebody who's coarse.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Okay, good, thanks.
Mina.
Okay, let's continue.
Is it the same as post?
Yeah.
Very similar, I would say.
Post, yes.
Yeah. Maurice, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that Dvoira Kupperstein was a real person in Vilna. She was a teacher in the Yiddish schools, and she started a school for girls that was named after her. And also Gershon Pludemacher was a real person in Vilna. He was a leader in the Yiddishist movement. He was active in the Bund, and he helped to organize that whole network of Yiddish schools.
Don't you get the feeling through this whole story, he's talking about people that other people would know, like he talks of, he has nicknames for them, but you can tell that everybody at the center would have known who he was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
There's more later when she's at the center more. There's a
Yes.
lot of in jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's why it's so endearing. I don't know, because those are real people.
I mean, was it published in like a journal at the time, right at the time when the center was actually there in Vilna and everything? I mean,
I don't know.
like we would put out a little, something in the, in the newspaper about some restaurant and what's going on there,
It could very well, it may well have been, because the Yuval right from the start had at least one periodical that came out regularly with the findings of the researchers at the Yuval. So it could very well be in one of those early
yeah,
issues.
like an in-house joke about what's going on at the.
No, really, I think,
Yeah.
I forget what it was called, but there was one called Yuval Blätter, the pages of Yuval, and there were some other, I think Weinreich started one because they wanted to publicize what the scholars were learning,
Okay, Steve?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think that this is not like a newslettery kind of thing that you would read. I think it's rather, at least what I can understand about it, in both in the translation and in the Yiddish, is that it's really a fairly artistic story written from the third person of the observer is not omniscient, but he's rather somebody from the next stall, somebody who knows the people. So I think it's an authorial choice. It's an artistic device to make you feel like you're part of the group. It's really quite it's quite a nicely written story, I think, because of that.
I keep thinking what's actually the most amazing is that it stood the test of time, and being beyond just a little kind of in inner circle, we don't have to know all those people to still get enjoyment about it.
That's the job of a good writer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Barbara?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment. I think that's his style. I think we've seen this style in his other works, that he's actually, he knows the group. He's a member in a sense.
That's right. When Susan was our leader, we read Tamara de Heuche.
Right.
Tamara de Heuche was a similar kind of story of Vilna before the war or when the Germans came. Yeah, he's a fine writer, but I don't think he considers himself a professional writer. And actually, I think he escaped from the Germans. I think he survived, I think, in the Soviet Union, then he came back. And so when he's writing these stories, yes, he has a gift for writing, but these are basically memoirs of his life before the Nazis.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Golda, go on.
Is in einem Frühmorgen avec Hannah Merkel im Institut reden wegen Zustellung Produkte. So on a nice morning.
Where should I put it? At the old, maybe you should translate up here before I
Yeah, translate it.
Yeah.
So on a nice early morning, Hannah Merkel left the Institute.
No, she went to the Institute.
Went to the Institute to speak about putting forth a production.
It's like in a factory. She's thinking, she has to produce something, production. Okay.
Gewollt hat sie reden mit dem Glavnem Balabos. Also hat sie gesagt, she wanted to go to speak to the Glavne's boss.
No, Glavne is the highest ranking.
The highest boss.
The highest ranking.
Also hat sie gesagt, that's what she said. Der Glavne Balabos von Institut ist doch gewesen Dr. Max Weinreich. The head boss from the Institute was Dr. Max Weinreich. Etwas eine Neuigkeit. Hat die gerufen Felder die Aspirantke Let me just see where I stopped.
Okay.
Somebody that was really ugly, that they called Zelda the aspirantke. I don't know what aspirantke means.
Graduate student.
Yeah. Morty, say it again loudly.
Graduate student.
Okay, thank you. Hat geworfen und geschleudert. Was geht man da verdrehen a Kopf Dr. Weinreich? So she threw herself around and she said, why do you have to go and turn Dr. Weinreich's head all over the place? An America aber hat sich nicht untergegeben. But Han America did not allow herself to be persuaded. Sie hat gesagt, als nicht kosher. She said nicht kosher. Sie hat da in Institut euch a stickel chelik. She said that she also had a little piece, a worthy piece in the Institute. And
Golda, how would you translate nicht kosher?
Nicht kosher. I would just say it. I don't know whether it even has specific meaning.
No problem.
It could have been like,
Yeah.
right, no problem, or don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Avot war Avot und man hat sich gehabt. Als Ort die mit dem goldenen vordersten Sohn ist doch Rubinsteins Macher von Folklore. A word, everyone listened a word after a word, and then they understood that this is she with her golden tooth in the front is Rubinstein's Macher from folklore.
Makor is source.
Origin.
Yeah, just a moment, Golda. Morty?
Yeah, I wanted to go back to a word for a word und man hat sich gehabt. I would say that this really should be translated as little by little they realized.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
Carry out, the big carry out, the small carry out, the leads, the cooks, all.
Okay, go on, Golda.
Ihr Namen figuriert doch auf seine Geschichte. Her name figured also in
lists.
In the
lists.
I don't hear
Okay, in his list, L-I-S-T.
His list of words, his list of sayings.
Oh, her name.
Her name, right.
In his writings, is it Rashima's? His
list.
Okay. Man hat ja doch etliche Mal gesehen, vor dem Reingang in Institut von Rubinstein ist noch da gewesen. Her name figured, I did that. After all, we saw her several times when she came into the Institute, when Rubinstein was also here.
Thank you, Golda. Thank you. Okay, Barbara, will you continue?
I'll try. I'll need help. Die erste, am I mute? Okay. Die erste hat sie Tage, der kennt Zelda, die Aspirantke, was hat noch früher geworfen an euch auf Rubenstein. The first to recognize her was really Zelda, the graduate student who was earlier also had an eye for Rubenstein.
We have a threesome.
Dr. Weinreich hat sich dafür sehr erfreut mit Hannah Merkin. And Dr. Weinreich was really, delighted with Hannah Merkel. Hat in ihr gesehen Bestätigung von sein Theorie als Wissenschaft und das Volk ist kein Groschen nicht wert. So he saw a confirmation of his theory that scholarship without including the folk is not worth anything. It's not worth a penny. Erst da, nicht lang, hat geschrieben wegen dem ein Artikel in Organ von Institut, hat Hannah Merkin weggesetzt gegenüber sein Schreibtisch. I think I went on too fast. Okay, I'll go back. All right. Erst da, nicht lang, hat geschrieben wegen dem an Article in Organ von Institut. And not long did he actually write about, he wrote an article in the, as Maurice said, in the paper, the newsletter of the Institute. Hat Hannah Merkin weggesetzt gegenüber sein Schreibtisch. He sat down opposite Hannah Merkel across his writing table, ausgewischt die Brillen und gerät mit ihr. And he wiped his glasses, or he removed his glasses?
No,
and
he cleaned these.
He cleaned his glasses and spoke with her about the whole business. Okay. You want me to go on?
Do you want? Yeah, finish the paragraph, please.
Okay. Der Rabbe soll sie bringen, was mehr Material von alle Sorten. Yes, for sure. She should continue to bring material from all these categories. Da in Institut wird man das von anderlegen, wo man darf. And in the Institute, men will file them appropriately. Hat ihr versichert, als das, was sie hat zugestellt, bei Rubenstein, ist Gold mit Brillanten. And he assured that what was collected along with Rubenstein is gold with diamonds. Jede Keule, etliche Wertel is zu kehren. Every joke and pardon me?
Every
curse and every joke is to be enjoyed fully.
Okay, thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
I just want to say, I'm sorry, I can't find a raise hand while I'm sharing. I don't know where it is. That word adaraba, another teacher told me that is one of the very common words you use in cheder when you're making arguments, right? So
Yes.
he's leaning over the table. If it was this and this and this, you know, like a cheder student talking to her.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Thank
Having
you.
a
That's
debate.
great, Maureen.
Yeah.
It's Aramaic. It's an Aramaic word.
Yeah, but it implies that it's a religious conversation of great depth, and you have to think about it and debate about it.
But I think isn't Adraba the opposite actually? Doesn't it mean?
Yeah, on the other hand.
On the other hand.
It might be like this, but on the other hand.
Yeah, it's used
But no, it can mean certainly.
I
Can't
thought
it
it
also
meant,
mean
but
certainly?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course.
But of
Yeah.
course,
But of course.
But of course.
It's from
Okay. Rochelle?
I studied with Fishman for a while, and I'm sure you know who he is.
Yeah.
Pflegt sagen, als me leckt sich de Finger von de jiddische Wörter. Isn't that a beautiful phrase?
Beautiful.
It is.
Say it again.
Can you repeat? What was it? Joshua Fishman?
Pesach, right?
No,
Pesach Fishman,
Louisa,
right.
Joshua Fishman is someone else.
Ja, Pesach Fishman hat gesagt, me leckt sich de Finger von de jiddische Wörter.
Oh, I'm going to use that. Okay.
They taste so delicious
Oh.
that we are licking our fingers from them.
I have
Marsha?
chills from that.
Marsha, you wanted to say?
Yeah, Adarabe, it has so many meanings. On the contrary, yeah, it's wonderful.
I thought it meant, but of course.
It could mean that too, but on the contrary, it also means. But it's an amazing word. Like she said, Melech took the fingers from the words.
God.
Okay, so Rochelle, leg the finger and go on.
Where are we? Point, please.
Hannah Merke is weg.
Oh, Hannah Merke is weg von Institut Zeer der Heuben. Hannah Merke left the institute very the Heuben, uplifted. Dr. Weinreich hat ihr gesagt, Weinreich told her, Freilen soll.
Solodochin, that's her family name.
Oh, Freilen soll durch. Hat dem 7. Chain. You have the 7th deliciousness.
Grace.
Grace.
Charm, grace.
Charm, okay. Von ein Schumem. Schmues. Mit euch kann man aufkleiben a Kranz Ferl. Oh, a Kranz Ferl for Yiddish. From this one conversation, we can gather a rope of pearls.
A string of pearls for Yiddish, yes. Yeah, go on.
Okay. Says Emis Given, it was true. Hannah Merkel hat weggelegt Dr. Weinreich she presented him with a language. Is ihm geworden, waren in die Glieder, like it warmed his heart. I don't know exactly how to translate each word, but it means that what she gave him warmed his heart.
Okay.
The erste Regime, was Hannah Merke hat zugestellt, ist gewesen Vilne Clawless. What she gave, the first thing that she gave him was Vilna Clawless. Verses. Nicht alle Clawless hat sie gehad reingenommen. She didn't have all of them, all the verses.
Curses.
Oh, curses. Weil andere seinen gewähnt zu Hametene in moil because some of them were too something
Crude.
not good, crude in her mouth.
No, in moil nicht zu nehmen.
In moil, not to be said out loud. Not to take in your mouth, not to be said out loud. Wie nit is aber hat sich aufgeklebt bei ihr a Felkel.
Peckel.
Package.
Devanyes. But she accumulated a package of Vinchin or greetings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Greetings.
But what does the Vanyas part mean?
It's a Slavic ending.
Okay, Vinche Vanyas, but seinen euch gewähnt gar weit von. Okay, yeah, tell me what it means.
Rosh Hashanah Bruches.
Ot Zenin say. So they were very far from Rosh Hashanah prayers, but here they are.
No.
Okay, now, Morty, let's give you the honor of saying the Bruches. Okay.
Ot zenen zei, a stroi dir in oig in a spon dir in oje, in sollst nicht wissen, wo's frier a roste ziehen. May you get a straw in your eyes and a span
web?
Yeah, in your ear, and may you not know which one to take out first.
Okay, please translate into American English.
Okay, Marty, can you say it again?
Yes. Yeah. May a straw get into your eye and a piece of lead into your ear, and may you not know which one to take out first.
That's a real, what a real bracha, huh?
Yeah. Wie lang kränkt sie? How long is she
sick?
Sick? Als sie wird liegen in Hitz noch a Monat, wird sein 5 Wochen.
So you need to know math. You need to know your math.
Yeah. If she lays in, how do you translate in
fever?
In fever.
If she has a fever for another month, it will be 5 weeks. A Fischkneidl soll sich dir stellen in Hals. May a Fischkneidl, a little bowl of fish, a ball of fish get stuck in your throat.
You should choke on it.
Yeah, you should choke on it. Yes. Me so riffen sie dir a strachne a doctor und in as jene wird kommen, soll man ihm sagen, as man darf ihm schon. May they call a really bad doctor, and when he arrives, they should tell him as they don't need him anymore.
So about whom are they giving this tremendous bracha to?
No, this is her list of things that she collected that she's presenting to the Institute.
I see. Okay.
In a winterdicke Nacht soll dir reißen die Zehn, in a sommerdicken Tag sollst du gehen zu Kind. May in a winter night prick your teeth, and in a summer day may you go give birth.
They're curses.
Yeah.
Wachsen sollst du wie a Zibbele, mit dem Kopf in der Erde. May you grow like an onion with your head in the ground.
Yeah.
By the way, I usually heard it mit dem Kopf in der Erde und mit den Füßen rauf.
Mit den Füßen rauf, ja. Mit den Füßen rauf, ja.
That's the
Okay,
original.
just a moment. Just let's rest a little bit. Yeah. Rochelle, you wanted to say something? Or
No.
So take out your refoil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't recognize the word sroczne. I couldn't find it in the dictionary. What is it? Is it a Polish word?
Yes, it's
Sroczne?
a Polish word.
And what does it mean in Polish?
In Polish, it means terrible. It's straszne. Straszne.
Okay, thank you.
Refoil, just so you know, I found it in the Bachner.
Oh, good. I just looked in Bachner and didn't find it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
in
got.
Polish, it's
Yeah.
straszne.
Straszne, yeah.
Okay, good.
Men soll dir herausreißen alle Zähne, nor einer soll men überlassen auf Zehnwältig. That's a good one. May they take out all your teeth, but leave one for toothache.
That's like all your teeth should come out and one should be left to be rotten.
Right.
Okay.
Doktoren sollen wissen von dir in die von Doktoren. May doctors know about you and may you know about doctors too.
That's a real curse.
Yes. Okay, Rochelle.
Finish up, then I'll say something.
Okay, so go on.
Okay. Sollst du so schön reden, als no Cats sollen dir verstehen. May you speak so beautifully that only cats may understand you. Sollst ihm sein gut auf einen guten Ort. May it be good for him in the cemetery. Sollst wählen Mischige in einer größeren Stadt wie Wilne, wirst du sein ein gemachter Mensch. May you become crazy in a big city like Vilna, will you become a well-made man?
Okay, thank you, Morty.
Sure.
That was fun. Okay, David, will you go on, David?
Okay, I can say something till he gets on. I have two wonderful books that I love. This one is very raunchy. It's called Yiddish Saying Mama Never Taught You by Weltman and Zuckerman. They are hilarious, but they're very sexual. And then I have another one, Jewish Curses for All Occasions. I mean, these are books, these are little paperbacks that I've treasured for years. But there's a lot of stuff out there like this.
That's great. Thank you, Rochelle. Okay, David.
Hannah.
No, not Zuli. David.
Oh.
Ich, David.
Yes.
Ja, Hannah Merker.
Die bist der einzige David, du.
Ja. Hannah Merker had noch gewollt zu schreien. Merker had only wanted to write down, zu schreiben. Sollst Arobschlingen bei Scherem und soll sich der öffnen in Boy. She only wanted to write down more. You should swallow a umbrella and it shall. Oh, oh my goodness! Yeah, you just swallow an umbrella and it has it open in your stomach. Well, this is nicht good. Konstanze gehabt. She realized this one as the Kalola is showing a rein in Schuster. The Kalola is showing a rein in Schustergasse. This is, I guess, she got this one. Yeah, the Cobbler Street. I feel it in Yiddish Theater, even in Jewish theaters, they use this. One uses it.
Didn't mean it.
Let's see, Oisgemerkt, die Klola von der Rishima. So she erased this curse from the list.
Go on.
Sieht Hannah Merker in the Oventa bei sich in Alker of Yatkevergas. So she's sitting in the evening by herself in her, I guess, her little room. on Yadkivergas, like that's I think a famous street in Vilna, yeah.
Mhm.
Und stellt zu Rishimas fahren Yivo. And she's putting together list for Yivo. Dr. Weinreich hat ihr gesagt, as alt is Zechoira.
Merchandise.
Yeah, everything is, it's all
Mer-
good stuff, I guess, yeah. Soll sie verschreiben, Lamoschel, besondere Wörter, was haben a Schattkes zu Fischfang. You should write down, associate even should write down, for example, separate words which have any connection to fish, fishing, capturing fish. Wie heißt auf Yiddish das oder jens gezeigt? Like, how do you name this or that tool that you might be using? Hat sie Tage zugekriegt für ihrem Ot die Bestellung. So she, she put together for him this request. Von Euben hat sie ungeschrieben. On the top, she wrote, Wörter, was man benutzt beim Kappen Fisch. Words. The title of this little list now was words which you use by catching fish. Gehört von mein Mann, heard from my man. Orca, der Zavadnik. Kept heard from my husband. Orca, the Zavadnik from last week do we agree was a factory worker? Or?
Yes.
No, netcaster. I thought it was a netcaster,
Yeah,
according to the
fisherman.
Maybe the
English.
netcaster. I don't, yeah.
Zavod is also,
I don't,
it's also like a fabric, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
boat is a
Thank you.
fabric, but I'm not sure what Zavad, well, I guess, yeah,
No,
Zavad.
I think it's some
Maybe-
kind of fishing. thing.
Maybe
something-
some kind of fishing here.
It sounds a little bit like voda, like water in
Mhm.
Slavic, like Russian, but I'm
Mhm.
not sure.
Zabud, probably.
The drunken.
Because her husband was a fisherman that drowned in the lake, remember?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Der Trunken geworden in der Narotscher Ozer. That he then, well, as you just said, he's drowned. He was drowned in the Naroch, the lake Naroch.
Oh,
Narotscher
okay.
Ozer. Yeah.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
I don't-
Maurice, can you do this? It's
Als
not easy.
There was that stuff, and that's.
Oh, now we know.
Yeah, someone who sets out the net, I guess net for fishing.
Mhm.
Sonjeven, hoistziehen die Netz von Wasser. Sonjeven, to pull the net out of the water.
It's Tonjeven, it's a tet.
Oh, Tonjeven. Oh,
It's a
okay.
tet, yeah.
Maybe I should put my
Well.
glasses on.
Glasses.
Yeah, durchschwenken die Osiere. Schwenken is to, okay, durchgehen mit die Netzen von Breg zu Breg. So it's to drag the net from one bank of the lake to the other bank, to the other side. Then die Fisch losen, ikre, sucht man sie spielen. I don't know what that means.
Losen ikre is when they are spawning, you say?
Spawning, oh,
Spawning, it's in English, when they drop their eggs.
oh yeah, spawning, right. Huh. They say
Because
let them-
ikre, I know it from the ikre, because we eat the ikre.
right, okay.
Caviar.
Wait a minute, what is the cray?
The roe, the
The
fish
roe
roll,
of
the
the
eggs.
fish
The
roll.
eggs, right. Via Kompott hat Hannemerke zugeschrieben, die Namen von alle Sorten Apple und Bananas. So she added, like a compote, the names of all kinds of apples and pears.
Pears.
Barn is pears. Apples then in Fahan, so these are the kinds of apples. There are Tulske, Papinkis, Olivne, Sierra, Apporten, Cherno, looks like Cherno.
That sounds like it's mostly Polish or whatever, right?
Right.
Because
Yeah,
that would
names
be
of
the
it,
local
yeah.
names
Sure,
of the.
right.
Yeah.
Bernes Zennen Fahan, Mar
Do you have any apples?
Garatkis, Sapej Jankis, Buddhas. I guess, I don't know what these are, maybe
Haven't seen-
pears.
Yeah, names of fruits.
No, but I
Love-
never saw that plural before, Bernes. So my parents used to say barn.
Barnes. Barnes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Maurice, just finish it to the end of the paragraph and we will stop there.
Sure. Die Namen von die Fruchten hat sie aufgenommen auf den Holzmarkt. She got the names of the fruits at the wood market. Die Weiber bei die Koschikes haben sich übergeguckt, wenn Hannemerke hat ungeheuben Prägen und Verschreiben auf ein Breckelpapier, was man hat ihr gesagt. So the women who had these, I think koshikas are baskets.
Yeah, baskets.
Baskets.
They looked at each other when Hannemerke began to ask and to write down on a piece of paper what they told her.
Meirev gone. Meirev, move it.
Oh,
Noch dem
Noch
oben
F-
drei.
Okay, stark, bedeutet, was sie, wait, but they sympathized very much with her because she Nebuch, alas, gewon verdretchet zu lieb epis a kulahai, because she had gotten, I guess, verdretchet is, I don't know, dumped or badly treated on account of this kulahai, was pflegt euch kommen, fragen und verschreiben. The kulahai turned out it's a mocking word for somebody who thinks he knows everything. What?
Can you use the word Rachmones instead of Nebuch?
You can.
One
use
is
it.
pity.
You have to use
Mostly
it in a
is
different way.
Rachmones.
Nebuch can stand by itself, but Rachmones you'd have to have Hoben Rachmones. You know.
I think one means compassion and one means pity.
Pity, yeah, pity.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So
No apples.
alle Wilne Merk haben gewusst, Hanne Merkes Meise mit Rubenstein. All of the marketplace, what is that?
Someone's phone.
Okay, so everybody, all the marketplaces.
Yeah. Hello.
Guys, if you're on the phone, mute yourself.
Okay, everybody in Vilna
2 or 3
knew
minutes, okay.
the story of Hanne Merke and Rubenstein.
Okay, guys, let's stop here. Rafael, yes?
Just one minor thing, via compote as a dessert.
A dessert, yeah, because it's a dessert. I stopped a few moments before because we are nearing the holidays. So first of all, Shana Tova to everyone.
Shana Tova.
A guten Gesinte Jahr. Second, we have, because it falls on a lot of days that there are holidays, we have to determine when we are meeting. So Barbara, can you tell us when we are meeting next time?
Okay, well, let me just tell you when we're not, I think maybe. I believe the next meeting will be October 4th. That'll be before Yom Kippur.
So that's what I wanted to ask the group. It's Erev Yom Kippur, and I wanted to ask people if it's okay to meet. I don't have a problem with it, but just tell me.
It's not Yontif, remember?
It's not Yontif.
You can
Yes,
meet on
we
Yom
ha- it's
Kippur
the
for
greater
all I
good.
care.
Before Yontif and it's perfectly fine.
So that's okay. We can meet on
Yes.
we can meet on October 4th.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Beverly will write to us and tell us that next week it's Rosh Hashanah, so we don't meet. So in 2 weeks we meet, and then Barbara explained to me again why we cannot meet on the second day of Sukkot.
Right, well, I don't know, I'd have to look at the details, Morty knows the details, but Right, it's.
It's
the
considered
diaspora,
Chag.
Well, the
It's
second
a
day,
Chag.
This is a yontif.
the
This is a
second day of
yontif.
Sukkot is
It's
the
a
Yom
Chag.
Tov, and at least I am going to be at shul.
Right.
Okay,
The
so you
Chag,
mean that the
holiday is
second day of
Sukkot.
Sukkot here is a Yontev as well?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
so,
and the second day of Simchas Torah as well.
okay.
The second day,
So- Okay, guys, if you are ever phone call,
Just send us, the dates we are going to have class.
okay, Beverly, so.
We'll do both. We'll do both.
Okay, so next
Yeah,
week,
no problem.
so we meet in 2 weeks, we meet in
Yes.
2 weeks,
And
and then
then-
we will see, what's going on, okay?
Sure.
No, it's very
Okay.
simple. I think the next time is October 25.
No,
Yes.
October
October
4th.
4th. October 4th.
We decided that October 4th, because it's not yet Yontev, it's
Good.
Erev Yontev.
It's Erev, it's
Yeah,
Erev.
I
Okay.
continued. I didn't talk about
We
that.
need it. We need it.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
but
Maurice,
11 and 18th are both Yom Tovim. That's it.
yes, Maurice, I have something, because it's Erev Yom Kippur. I have a song that we once heard in class before Zooming. It's the Kol Nidrei by Avraham Fried.
Oh, how nice.
Can I send it to the class instead of?
Sure. Send it to Michael so that he can.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's very long, so I'm not sure it will be, I
Okay.
don't want him.
Okay, do
So
it.
it's very long. It's
Okay.
a 9-minute or a 10-minute song.
Okay,
Oh,
So
wow.
I will send you the words and the music.
Good,
But that's for
okay.
2 weeks from now. So that's
okay.
We can do that instead of going to the synagogue that night.
Yay.
Das ist ein guter Gedanke. Das
It's
ist
a
der beste
Hasidic
Gedanke
song.
vom Altsting.
It's a Hasidic song by Avraham Fried. And Avraham Fried, how should I present him? Is like the Springsteen of the Hasidic world.
Wow.
The Elvis Presley of the Hasidic world, something like this.
I thought that was Shlomo Carlebach.
No,
Oh.
that's old. That's for old guys. Avraham Fried is for the younger generation.
I hope you all watched the story that Naomi Miller sent us in Yiddish. Did you all see it? I'll send it again. It's such a beautiful.
Wonderful.
No, I
From
did not.
Australia. From
Yeah.
Australia.
Okay, Golda, you want to say something, Golda?
I just wanted to say that all these clothes were mild because in last week's Parsha, there was clothes like you could not believe. And after all the clothes was over, I said, and God is forgiving.
Yes, you had to read the Haftorah following that Torah portion. You needed it.
The
You
Haftorah
needed it.
was read, but it didn't diminish the horror of the Torah. Anyway, have a wonderful Yom Tov.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Marsha, you want to say something?
Oh, thank you. I have a problem, and I think maybe some of you might be able to help me solve it. I have a very dear friend who just, she probably had a stroke, and she fell and she couldn't get up. And then she was put in one hospital, and they took all the belongings from her house because they don't want her to go back there and live. But I don't want to make this story too short. I mean, too long. I'm making it, trying to make it short.
Put it in the other door.
So anyway, my dear friend,
I don't know.
she
Library fell.
if somebody's talking when I'm talking, you could please mute and then you'll get your turn. The dear friend had a heart attack after she went to a place to live, assisted living, and now she's back in skilled care, and I want her to get better. And Golda knows her too. She's a very dear friend of all of us. And what I need is, I've been trying to get her the assurance phone, which the government gives you if you're a low income, and you could get the internet the same way that we do with a cell phone. The cell phone is a T-Mobile phone, but it's called Assurance. It's for low income. So I'm trying to get it, but she doesn't have it. She's got a regular cell phone now. But I told her she could go on to Zoom to watch. She's kind of a little bit religious, and so she would like to hear. I think it would be good for her to hear the service on the holidays. It would be a blessing. And I know in the past they have put the holidays on the Zoom, on the synagogues have put their, people could go to the synagogue even if they can't go there. They could see it on Zoom. So if anybody has a link for her, she'll have to go on as a regular telephone. She'll have to listen,
All the synagogues now are doing everything on whatever. It's not Zoom, it's live streaming. All of them. You can go to the beautiful one in New York, the Central Synagogue with the most wonderful.
Send me the link so I can tell her how
Just
to
go
get
on
on
the
with
website.
with
Go
the
on
telephone.
the website of that shul, Central Synagogue.
Marcia,
Any
let
website.
speak to the social.
Okay.
Social worker is so busy, Golda, they don't even want to bring her clothes from the regular place to the skilled
Marsha,
nursing.
what I suggest,
Social worker of the place where she is. They will.
Marsha, what I suggest is send your request to Beverly, and Beverly will send it to everyone.
Any
and
website.
whoever has the link will send it to you, okay?
Any
Okay.
website of every city.
And also, I need someone who would spend time with her, even on the telephone, for her to get her email. She has an email, but she can't see, and she keeps putting in the wrong passwords, so
Aw.
she doesn't get her email.
So
To get the insurance phone, you must have an email.
Okay, Marsha, David Katz just wrote in the
Central Synagogue,
chat.
and they all.
He just wrote in the chat, so check the chat and there is
I
a link.
will. I get the chat. I'm gonna. I copied the chat at the end.
Okay.
So I
they
will,
have
and
a
I
streaming-
appreciate your help. I knew you could help me.
Yeah, they have
I
very
know.
nice
Shane
streaming.
Dank.
Great.
Lashana Tova to everyone.
Okay, anyone wants to add anything else before we finish?
Shana Tova.
I get
Yeah,
you.
I want to remind anybody that lives in the Northeast, there is wonderful raw honey and good apples to pick.
Okay.
So go enjoy yourself. The weather cooled down and it's a nice thing to do if you can.
Okay,
And
like where
resist
we
you,
are now
resist
in
the best
Houston,
cure.
since it's 92 degrees, we are not going to pick apples outside. But in the
I said if
Northeast,
you live in the Northeast,
yeah.
But we can ship you.
Okay, guys, it's fun.
Herzlichen Dank.
It's fun, and we will
Thank
see
you.
you in the new year. Agiten gesund.
And a Shannon Dank to Marsha and to Cookie for the wonderful performance she did on Sunday.
Right.
And we recorded it. If you want to see it, it was excellent. Just beautiful.
Okay.
Cookie,
Thank
that
you
was
all.
that was unbelievable, Cookie. She left me.
Okay.
Where'd she go?
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.